What do you want? What do you want? Definite, major purpose. This is the first step in Think and Grow Rich, the incredible book that if you haven't read, you should read, but most people have read it. Here's the stats, and this is just stone cold stats, okay? 80% of people, by the time they're at retirement age, require somebody else to support them financially, whether that be partially with the government, whether that be moving in with family, whatever, all right? 80%. Isn't that interesting that also 80% of people have never written their goals? They don't have the written goals. It's not in front of them. It's not something that they're planting in their subconscious at all times. So right here, I want you to use this. We'll put it into wholesalinginc.com as a download that you can get later today. But I want a net worth of how much? And then the next step is by when? Right? You could want everything, but that's just dream. That's just wishful. That's just hope, right? I want a net worth of how much by when. And then that's where a lot of people live. That's where the other 15%, so 80% never write down goals. 15% get to this point. They say, I want to have $5 million by the time I'm 30, by the time I'm 40, by the time I'm 50, by the time whatever, right? And they'll do that part. But then they miss this last part. This last part is super important. This is where the other 5% take it to the next level. I want a cash flow of this amount a month that covers all of my expenses. It's great having a net worth, but having money to be able to cover your expenses, that's the passive income part. You choose whether or not you want to work. Being able to choose whether or not you do that, that is powerful and that is very rare. That is left to the 5%. 5%. And it comes down to really looking at these 5 things that I have on the screen right here. Mindset, standards, your beliefs, your community, and what models and structures are you following. So really look at that. You really use this as a guide this week to look at, okay, what mindset shifts do I need to make? What standards do I need to upgrade? What beliefs do I need to solidify and make stronger? Who do I need in my community that's going to take me to the next level? And who has a model? Who's already gone to the place that I want to go to that's already laid out the path? They've got the blueprint. They've got the map. They've got the structure. Now, I'm excited about today's show. Today's show is the second part of what we went through last week. So I'm going to recap really quick what we went through, because in this business, as a real estate entrepreneur, it comes down to 2 things: conversations and offers. Conversations and offers, having quality conversations with distressed property owners and making offers. We give you all the tools here on this channel to have those conversations, to have good quality conversations. We go through every step on how to be powerful on the phone, how to be powerful in person, how to really pre-qualify, how to really find out if somebody is willing to do business with you. But the offer part, that's the sticking point. That's where there's a lot of uncertainty when we get started in this business, because we're not really sure how much we're supposed to offer and if the offer that we're making is going to actually close. It's going to actually be done. It's going to be at a point that causes that property to sell. Let's look at today's standards, the equation that I want you to use when you're looking at these properties. It's the offer formula for the market right now, okay? Right here. If your market, that means in your city, in your county, in your area, if there's more than 2 months of inventory, 70% of the fixed up value, all right? If this property is in beautiful condition, at the top of the market, if it sells for, it sells for as much as anything could sell for in that area because it's beautiful, times 70%, right? You take 30% off the top. That's for closing costs, holding costs, and for the return on investment that a fix and flipper is going to be looking for. And by the way, guys, this is for properties that are in rough shape. All right, this is different than rental properties. But in wholesale, typically the properties that we're finding are the properties that are in rough shape that need significant investment. Minus the repairs, that equals what you could sell that to a cash buyer. That's your wholesale price. You subtract your fee, and that's what your max allowable offer is, your MAO. Okay? If there's less than 2 months of inventory, it's 80%. And then if it's less than 1 month of inventory, it's 90%. Now, I have never gotten more DMs. I've never had more questions in the 5 years that I've been doing this channel than how do we determine the inventory in our area. And before, it was last week I said, talk to a real estate agent, talk to the title company. They're going to give you the latest stats, but let's not wait around for that. Let's find out right now. So I did some digging, I did some research, I was playing around on all the different websites, and I figured out how to find the current market inventory in any of the markets. And that's what I'd like to show you now. I'm going to hop into the computer, and I'm going to show you how to do it. And then what I'm going to do is, once I pull this, I'm going to pull the first example, and then I'm going to go on the whiteboard over here, and I'm going to break it down, because it gets a little bit confusing on how many months of inventory there are. And I want this to be crystal clear. By the end of this, 7 minutes that we're going to go through this, I want this to be crystal clear so that you can start taking action. Because I'm telling you, if you're confident in the amount that you can offer somebody, and you know that your cash buyer database is paying that right now in your market, you're going to go out there and really negotiate some phenomenal deals. Okay? So right now, I'm going to just pull up right here on my computer. I'm going to pull up Mesa, Arizona. Okay? Beautiful, beautiful Mesa.
What website are you on?
I'm on Realtor.com, by the way, guys. Sorry. I'm on Realtor.com, and on the front page here, on the very front page, I'm just putting in right in the search bar. Right here. Realtor.com, right in the search bar. Boom. I'm searching this, and you're going to see right here, right over here, guys, 2,277 homes. I'm going to write that down right now so that I have it for the whiteboard, so I can break that down. 2277. It's a cool number. I like that number. Now what I want you to do, that's the amount of active properties on the market, but that's also active and under contract. So we're going to go to this listing status right here, guys. Look how beautiful this is. Listing status, hide pendings, and contingent right there. Boom. Click out of there. 1,367 homes left. Okay, we're going to go to the whiteboard in about 30 seconds so that I could break this down. So we've got 2277 and we've got 1367 left. All right, I'm going to take my phone here and I'm going to get on my calculator and I'm going to do a little bit of math here. Okay, so let's look at this. Homes for sale. 2277. Sorry for putting my back to you, but it's necessary for this. 2277. We've got 1367 that are active, that are hiding the pending. So we got to figure out how many are actually under contract. We have to subtract these numbers. So we got 2277 minus 1367. Boom. 910. This is where the magic happens. Now you take this number, and you take this number and you divide them. 2277 divided by 910. Can we all see that? Okay, great. So this is what I'm going to do. 2277 divided by 910 equals 2.5. 2.5 months of inventory. All right? So 2.5 months, months, not month, of inventory. Now, we go back here. Listen, it's 2.5 months. So look at this. More than 2 months of inventory, we're still in that 70% minus repairs. 70% minus repairs equals your wholesale price minus your fee equals your max allowable offer. Boom.